Mo Alie-Cox brings four things to the Indianapolis Colts, I think, and one of those things is adulthood. He is an adult, and so when he talks, guys on the team listen, the media listens too, and when he talks about a playoff push, we listen. He also brings really big hands. When he goes up in traffic, he comes down with the football a lot. He's a versatile tight end, and he's a guy who's a really good judge, not just of football talent, but of character on that team. So when he talks about this playoff push that the Colts are trying to put together, go from 5-5 to maybe 10-7, got to go 5-2 in this last segment of the season, you listen. And when he talks about a guy like Josh Downs or a guy like DeForest Buckner on the defensive side of the ball, you listen. That's what Mo Alie-Cox did when we caught up with him. He talked about Josh Downs. He talked about DeForest Buckner in glowing terms, as you would guess, and the chance that the Colts have to get to the playoffs.
Years past, we started off the year pretty slow, 1-5 seasons and different things like that. So just having momentum going to a bye, again, back to 500, especially coming off a 3-game losing streak, being able to get 2 in a row, we definitely know we put ourselves in good position and we're in the thick of the playoff race.
James?
Mo, you've been obviously been in the NFL for a while. What does it say about Josh Downs just to be in a limited role, but then make a play like he did in that game to kind of help you all get over the top?
Oh man, says a lot about him. Says a lot about his toughness. I don't think he played very many plays in the game. So I mean, just for him to step up in that big moment, being a rookie, and it's a big play that we needed, give us a first down at the end of the game, things like that. Just says a lot about him and the person that he is, and just shows that he just like we trust him in moments like that, and also for him just to trust himself, just to go out there and be able to make a big play in that moment.
And on the flip side, real quick, DeForest Buckner been playing, like he always plays, but from a offensive perspective, when you see him in those games kind of just wreck stuff, what's going through your mind whenever you see Buck just do things that other people can't really do regularly?
Oh, shoot, I say it to the tight ends all the time. Man, like, I'm glad I don't got to block him every play. Like, you see him do it in a game, but it starts with his preparation. Like, in practice, you see it every day in practice. Like, he's just going hard every single play, wrecking a bunch of plays in practice. And you just see, like, who wants to block that every play? Being a guy that his size, his speed, and things like that, his ability to wreck a game is crazy.
Raven?
Importance of getting back to 500 heading into the bye. How would you describe the team's mentality as you guys look forward to the final set of games?
I would say our mentality is we're hungry. And we know, like, there's a belief that we can compete in every single game that we're in, and there's no giving up. Last year, we were in a bunch of games, like, we were closing in, it would just turn into a blowout, out of nowhere. This year, like, if we get down and different things like that, everybody just has that resiliency, that grit, that fight, just to know that we're always in a game and that we can win any game. Like, we've competed with every team every game we've played, besides probably the one at Jacksonville, all the way down to the wire. So, we're just hungry, and we know coming out this bye, we're in a great position.
Joel?
Do you guys feel like you guys are close to hitting some stuff in the passing game? Because it felt like there were guys open, like, opportunities on Sunday.
Yeah, we definitely feel close. Just like some guys, like Sunday Sunday in Germany, just missed a couple things. A little timing was a little bit off, and even in Carolina was a little bit off. So I mean, we're definitely close. So we know, and defense has picked it up the last couple of weeks. So we know if we could get our momentum back on offense and things like that, sky's the limit for us in this team.
We have time for two more. Nate?
Hey, Mo, you guys have had a nice year running the ball, but the past couple of weeks have been a little tough. I know defenses, obviously, they're going to key in on a guy like JT, but you guys have been through that before, like a couple of years ago. So what else needs to happen for you guys to be able to run against some of these stacked boxes?
I think just being on top of our details and fundamentals and things like that, because we're literally like a block away and different things like that in the running game. So just giving JT a little bit more space. So don't let the defense condense the box as much. Because, you give JT a little bit of space, he slips through a crack, and it could easily be a house call at any moment.
Last one, James.
Mo, you talked about, finding a way, being in every game this season. I believe you all have been basically in every game except for one against Jacksonville. How much of that is a reflection of what Shane Steichen has brought to this team, culture-wise, coach-wise, competitive-wise, whatever?
Definitely get a lot of our confidence from Shane. Starts from the top down, and the way he coaches us, he pushes us, he gives us a belief every day in practice. He talks about just believing in yourself and believing that you're going to win this game. And I think his message really resonates with the players. And when we go in there on Sundays, we all believe that we're going to come out on top.
What's that balance like between his analytical side, the play call and things like that, and also the edge side, we got to go out there and just win and be cutthroat side?
Can you repeat that?
Well, I guess what's the balance of him as a coach, is the analytical part, but also just the dog part? Because I'm sure he got a little bit of that.
Shoot. I think he had. I mean, he's found that balance in the way he translates where he coaches the game and his decision making in the game. Sometimes we go for it. I'm surprised that we're going for it and different things like that. But he believes in us and he believes in himself. And as a coach, you show that aggressiveness, that tenacity, and the players are just gonna follow you and run through a wall for you.
That's Mo Alie-Cox. And Mo has something else. I mentioned 4 things that he brings to the table for the Colts. Another one is unbridled enthusiasm and good humor. He is a really good dude. He's always smiling. He's always positive. I think that's really important to have in the locker room, and it's important to have at this time of season when it's 5-5. You're going into a bye week, and you're talking about getting to the playoffs with a backup quarterback and some backups at other spots and a linebacker's not playing to his capabilities or what we saw before injury. There are a lot of problems with the Colts, but Mo Alie-Cox is not one of them.